Hi, this is Kim Peck at My Stamping Garage, and today I'm going to show you how to make this card. This card is the third card in my December 2021 card class to go. So for this one, I actually used, let's see if I can find them. For the greeting, I used the dies. Oh, they're hard to see on here, but let me show you this way. These are on page 20 of the January, or the June through January 2021 annual mini catalog. I usually still call it the holiday catalog, but and these items will go away. I think it ends January 3rd, so just be aware of that. Some of them, as they sell out, might not be available anymore, so just make sure you get them as soon as you can. So you have dies in here for the happy, layered, cheer. There's little pine boughs here that I used. There's some stars, little holly things, and I think these look kind of neat as a poinsettia if you layer them together. And then there's a holly die and an edge die. So there's a lot of items in that particular set. And then I also, for the background, hopefully you can see that texture, and that is pre-texturized for you. I did that. And for that, I used, I just dropped my placeholder. Okay, I think it was page 69, so let me see if I can find it. Yes, okay. It was this Merriest Moments bundle, and it comes with a texture folder and all of these dies in that bundle. So, and there is actually a stamp set that has things like the poinsettias that you see here and everything. The cool thing about this set of the dies and the texture folder, you can texturize with the folder, and then you can actually cut out the details. So where you see I used the whole folder here, you could use that die and it would cut around the outside of these images, so you'd have a fun layer there too. There's also a stitched die here that cuts out the center portion if you don't want that. So a lot of versatility with this die set. So let's go ahead and jump in here. For the card base, I used the In Color, the Evening Evergreen. This has become one of my favorite colors in our lineup. I use this in the Soft Succulent a lot. So I'm going to use my bone folder, and then I'm going to grab out what I need from my little bag here. My pre-texturized piece. And for this one, I did put your greeting, because none of the other ones will really work with it, into the kit. And I did that. I tried to match the green as well as possible when I printed those. So that one will have the greeting right in this envelope. The rest will be in your packet with the bag of envelopes and special adhesive. So most of your sayings will be in here. But this particular card, I included it. Okay, so you're going to just put this layer on, and you will put one of the white pieces inside. And then this is pretty easy. You're going to use, I liked my liquid adhesive. You could use one of your tape runners or something, snail, Stampin' Seal. To do this, you'd have to be careful. But I just find it easier just to add a little bit of the Tombow adhesive, our multi-purpose glue. We lovingly call it the green glue because of the container. And you're going to put this right on top of that happy that you've already die cut. I love that effect that does. And then I did pop this piece up. So you're going to take your mini dimensionals that are included in your envelope packet, And just use a few of these. I think I did 3. You can use more if you want, as long as you don't run out. And you just take the backing off and then pop that on. And I did it up in the kind of the left corner at an angle. So there's my happy. And then the holidays I left flat because I wanted this to really kind of grab your attention. Plus I'm going to be adding those little pine boughs and things. So flat worked better for this one, and it fits pretty perfectly in there. I did slide it under the edge of this just a little bit. So there's my holidays. And then I forgot to get out my little boughs of pine. So let's do that real quick. I used 2 per card. And for this, again, actually for this one, I used a glue dot. I like glue dots. They don't leave a big mess. You could use your liquid glue, but this is pretty skinny. So, and I will be adding some rhinestones over it, so your glue dot won't show if you do use the glue dot. So that's what I'm going to do. So with the glue dots, it's easiest to take your embellishment that you want to add and just lay it against the mini glue dot. And then with this, because it's so thin and you don't want to rip this, I would probably go right up to the base and help it along with your fingernail a little bit. It's always better to put your embellishment against it because these things love fingernails. And so if you try to pick it off with your fingers, you're going to hate the glue dots because they're hard to deal with. But you know what? Probably the better thing to do here, because like I said, likes to stick anywhere else. I would probably take one of the glue dots that I sent you, do this, and then just put it right where you want your boughs to go. That's probably the easiest way to do this particular card. Usually I put the embellishment against it, but these are so skinny that it's hard to do. So let's do that way, and then add your boughs. And I keep getting my finger caught on that. Okay. And then I'm going to use my pick tool to add my little holly berries. And the nice thing is they do have adhesive on them, but that glue dot will also help to keep that in place. And there is your finished card. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have more questions, you can reach me at kpexstamp@gmail.com. Again, that's kpexstamp@gmail.com.